उसको अब वो मॉस तोड़ के उसको टेम्पल को रीबिल्ड करोगे, कितने रीबिल्ड करोगे?
जितने हो सके. Okay, so let's flip the question and ask a slightly different question. What is the acceptable number for the other side?
I don't know. You tell me. None.
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. Because when one was being contested, that was not acceptable. So we are being told zero is the acceptable number.
Yeah.
So that means even Kashi and Mathura we give up.
हेलो गाइज एंड वेलकम बैक टू लॉ चक्रा, जहां हम आपको देश में हो रही हलचल से अप टू डेट रखते हैं. बीते कुछ समय से हमारे देश में रिलीजियस वायलेंस के मुद्दे काफी हाईलाइटेड हुए हैं और इस कदर इतने ज्यादा कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट को भी इन केसेस में अब इंटरफेयर करना पड़ गया है. यहाँ हम बात कर रहे हैं शंबल केस की, जहाँ मस्जिद और मंदिर के बीच विवादों की वजह से सोशल अनरेस्ट देखने को मिला था. इन सारे मुद्दों पर एक स्टे लगाते हुए सुप्रीम कोर्ट में सीजेआई संजीव खन्ना ने कहा कि जो केसेस ऑलरेडी पेंडिंग हैं, जैसे कि ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद, मथुरा शाही ईदगाह और शंभल जामा मस्जिद के केसेस, उनमें कोर्ट्स अभी के लिए कोई इफेक्टिव या फाइनल ऑर्डर इंक्लूडिंग सर्वे का ऑर्डर पास नहीं करेंगे. लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी बीते कुछ दिनों से शंभल मस्जिद के आसपास एएसआई सर्वे हो रही है, जिसे लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऑर्डर का वायलेशन मान रहे हैं. इस मसले में जहाँ लोग डिलेमा से बाहर आते कि एक इंटरव्यू में सीनियर एडवोकेट जेसाई दीपक ने इन सारे हीटेड टॉपिक्स पर अपने आइडिया शेयर करके तहलका मचा दिया. और ऐसे क्या आइडियाज उन्होंने दिए हैं जो लोगों को काफी प्रभावित कर रहे हैं, चलिए देखते हैं. पहले तो जब उनसे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के स्टे पर बात की गई तो उन्होंने कहा कि बस इस वजह से कि देश में सोशल अनरेस्ट हो रहा है, लीगल प्रोसीडिंग्स रोक देनी चाहिए गलत है. ही स्टेटेड,
If a court order of a survey incites violence or results in unprovoked violence, or the court order itself is seen as a provocation, then there is a problem in the manner in which the Indian state's exclusive claim over the monopoly of violence or force has been challenged. You can't even enforce a court order. And two, if a lawful legal proceeding and action is brought to a grinding halt under the fear of stone pelting, what does it say about your aspirations of becoming a Vishwaguru?
Okay.
What exactly are you projecting by way of strength? If you can't project strength internally, don't hope for others to take you seriously outside. But I think constitutional institutions owe their allegiance to the law, to the constitution, and they should simply ask themselves whether these proceedings must be held hostage under the shadow or threat of violence. I hope they won't be. And two, what does it do to the rights of all those parties who have a right under the law to initiate these proceedings? That is the basic question. See, if social unrest becomes the barometer for any action, कोई भी किसी को पैसे देके 40-50 लोगों को इकट्ठा करेगा और पत्थर फेंकना शुरू करेगा. That immediately questions the law and the legal action. ऐसे थोड़ी होगा. That can't be the barometer or the yardstick for it. Three, I genuinely hope that this matter is heard quickly and it is decided regardless of reactions of any section of the public or community from whichever side. Decide it on merits. Deal with it on merits. Let's apply the black letter of the law along with its spirit and ask ourselves whether what has been happening in the context of Kashi and Mathura are truly unconstitutional or illegal or impermissible or so on and so forth. Let's test that.
जिसके साथ ही उन्होंने ऐड भी किया कि सिर्फ वही मस्जिद इंडिया का पार्ट है जो अनऑक्यूपाइड लैंड पर बने हो. सुनिए इस बारे में उन्होंने एग्जैक्टली क्या कहा है.
I don't understand the constant chest thumping about Hindutva and Bharat without having the courage to actually reclaim the spirit of Bharat. And I've said this before that if the Supreme...
Aren't the mosques also spirit of Bharat?
I agree, but as long as they are not on occupied sites.
That is where the dispute occurs.
That is where the dispute occurs. So what are we saying? See, the Supreme Court itself, through its verdict of the Ayodhya case, on which I have certain disagreements, has shown the path. A party which has lost was given land by the Supreme Court when it doesn't deserve to be given land. You have enough property through Waqf property and you're anyway claiming more, the rest of Bharat also.
आगे जब उनसे प्लेसेस ऑफ वर्शिप एक्ट 1991 की चर्चा हुई तो उन्होंने कह दिया कि इस एक्ट को रहने दो, इससे कुछ नहीं होगा. ये एक्ट जो एएसआई सर्वे की बात करती है 15 अगस्त 1947 के लास्ट डेट को खुद ही बाईपास कर देती है. जी हाँ, आपने सही सुना. उन्होंने एग्जैक्टली कहा कि
एक्ट को रहने दो, उससे कुछ नहीं होगा. Because the act speaks of the possibility of a survey to determine if a particular site is an archaeological site within the meaning of the Archaeological Act of 1958, which is it has to be 100 years or more. So the moment you establish within the meaning of that particular provision, section 4.3, that this is indeed a site which is more than 100 years, then the bar under the act stops applying. That means you can say that reclamation is possible once you establish it's beyond 100 years.
So you bring the ASI first.
Correct. That's what has happened here. ASI का सर्वे
संबल,
कराइए,
हाँ.
फाइंड आउट कि ये 100 साल है या उससे पुराना है, इसके नीचे क्या था, सब निकालिए.
Is the ASI equipped to go to the 40,000 sites to go and see it?
Well, if this country is serious about it, then it can ramp up.
अभी बात उठी कि अगर 1947 से बाढ़ हट गया है तो बाढ़ लगाना कब से चाहिए, एक कट ऑफ डेट कब की होनी चाहिए. उस पे भी 72 AD की बात बोलते हुए सीनियर एडवोकेट जेएसआई दीपक ने कहा कि इंडिया में कई कॉलोनियल रूलर्स रहे हैं तो कट ऑफ डेट बहुत पहले की होगी. ही एडेड
That we have suffered two different waves and two different, let's say, shades of colonization. And therefore, we have to apply different yardsticks and standards. If South America has determined for itself what shall be the cutoff date, that is from the entry of the conquistadors in Latin America, we have a different yardstick for Bharat. So that recognition already stands. You want a cutoff date, we'll give you a cutoff date. See, somebody contributes money, builds a particular structure, good, no problem. You broke something and you built something, then the communities have an existing right. Because Ram Janmabhoomi says, एक बार प्राण प्रतिष्ठा हो गया, एनर्जी वहां पे स्थापित हो चुका, उसका आवाहन हो चुका है, उसका कुछ नहीं किया जा सकता है until it has been deconsecrated. Desecration is not the same as deconsecration.
Explain.
Desecration is to khandify the murti.
Yeah.
Deconsecration is visarjan.
Oh, that so many temples have happened.
Exactly. Therefore, we are saying जब तक deconsecration नहीं हुआ है and पद्धति के हिसाब से वहां पे एनर्जी
Is there a word for desecration?
That
or
is
have you just
visarjan.
created?
No, I am saying desecration is to break and
Vandalize
defile.
it, break.
Deconsecration is to undo the process.
Huh.
So when you do prana pratishtha, you're inviting the energy to reside at that place. You can also ask it to go back. And this happens in every puja. In every yagna, in every homa, the purpose of, let's say, the purohit, there are 4 corners of the yagnapit. And there are different names for it. Basically, what they do, the first process is sankalp karke avahan karna.
Huh.
But after the puja, thank you.
Yes.
That is the same thing that can happen with an image or a deity or let's say an idol, an icon, so to speak, a murti. That has not happened. That is the basis for reclamation of Ram Janmabhoomi, saying even after the construction of the disputed structure, Prana Pratishtha remains valid.
But then pujas never used to happen, no, after...
That doesn't matter. Puja ho ya na ho, ek baar Prana Pratishtha ho gaya, it continues. This is once a deity's place, always a deity's place until it has been sent back through पद्धति.
इसके अलावा इंटरव्यू में जब एक सवाल आया कि आखिर कितने मस्जिद तोड़कर मंदिर बनेगा, उस पे भी उन्होंने ऐड किया कि
उसको अब वो मॉस्क तोड़ के उसको टेम्पल को रीबिल्ड करोगे, कितने रीबिल्ड करोगे?
जितने हो सके. Okay, so let's flip the question and ask a slightly different question. What is the acceptable number for the other side?
I don't know. You tell me.
Zero.
None. Yeah.
0. Because when one was being contested, that was not acceptable. So we are being told 0 is the acceptable number.
Yeah.
So that means even Kashi and Mathura we give up.
और साथ ही कहा कि इन सब का फैसला कोर्ट में होना चाहिए. He added.
It could be Hindus who don't want any more bloodshed. Hindus who don't want
But
any more...
why do they expect bloodshed? Who are they expecting it from? Why don't they answer that question?
Because when somebody makes a claim कि इसको तोड़ो फिर से
तो
बनाओ.
अब जवाब दो भाई कोर्ट में. हमें मतलब you prove us wrong in court. Evidence for evidence. Evidence के जवाब में तलवार क्यों उठ रहा है भाई यहाँ पे?
अब इस पूरे मुद्दे पर आपकी क्या राय है, हमें कमेंट सेक्शन में जरूर बताएं. Until then, keep following लॉ चक्रा.